This is originally from King Arthur Flour. They have a ton of gluten-free recipes on their site, but they have you bake it in the oven, and I find I get better results if I use the bread machine. I start to warm up some milk and coconut oil. You could use regular milk, lard, butter, whatever you want. It all spends the same. I've even used my stores of powdered milk. The two flours that I use are, this one is almond flour or almond meal. It's, I believe, Bob's Red Mill. And then this one that's much whiter and it looks a lot like normal flour is a find called Gluten-Free Mama. And she has, I think, two different types. There's coconut flour and or an almond rice flour mix. And this is the almond rice flour mix. And so the recipe, I believe, calls for 3 cups of flour, and I just use these equally, so 1 1/2, 1 1/2. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna mix all of my dries together, and then I'll show you what I do after that. Alrighty, my soy milk and coconut oil is sufficiently warmed and the coconut oil is melted. You do want your fat, if it's liquid, fine. If it's lard or butter, you do want it melted so that it will incorporate well. So here's my little bread machine guy. Plop in the eggs, and mind the liquids go in the bottom. I'm gonna take this guy. Pour all that in there. There we go. And then I scoop all of my dry mixture. So this is my flours, the flaxseed meal, xanthan gum, all of that, which I'll have in the description. Mixed it all, everything but the yeast. The yeast goes on the top. So I'm going to pour this into here. I flatten it out. When you pour it in, it'll obviously mound up on the top. So then I do the yeast on top. I'm going to grab my yeast here just a sec. Okay, and it's 2 teaspoons of yeast, and I do a little in the middle, and then kind of on the, 4 corners. And then my second one I just kind of sprinkle. Just so that the whole thing evenly dispersed. Alright. I cook mine at, it's a light color, and then a 1 1/2 pound loaf. And so it'll cook for just about 3 hours, and then I'll take it out and show you what it looks like. Alrighty, it's time for the big reveal. Ta-da! Now let me take it out of there and I'll show you what it looks like. It's not a very big loaf of bread. Gluten-free loaves never are, but that's what she looks like when she comes out. It's a good, 2 inches tall. So you have shorty little sandwich breads, but still good. I'm gonna let it cool for about an hour, and then I'll slice into it and show you what it looks like. We are completed loaf. Good looking little loaf. It's pretty dense. It's a wetter loaf. So when you make toast with it, you do have to toast it quite a bit. But yeah, there it is.